After a whirlwind few days, we're putting our new machinery to the test.
I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie.
There are some exciting events unfolding.
I'm glad that you like to bite off more than I can chew.
And I'm hopeful this is the final chapter for my personal nightmare.
I am taking this very seriously because I'm in a lot of pain, and nobody wants to be in pain any longer than they have to be.
Come along and don't forget to subscribe. You look like you're in a backdrop of a fake movie set.
Really?
It is so gorgeous.
It's not fake, it's real.
I love it so much.
It snows 9 months out.
Because today we are finally sharing some big news with you.
It's the first time we can say it out loud.
Yay!
What's up, guys, and good morning. We are waking up to a nice, bright, beautiful, sunny day. We've got some amazing machines here. One of them is broken and it's getting replaced today, but we've got some work ahead of us. We really need to start painting and continue mudding and finish mudding the inside of the garage, but there's also some other things around here that need to happen. We'll be able to start lifting up these bales of insulation and putting them through the window. It is still a bunch of snow and a really muddy mess around the back. It's hard enough just to walk back there without getting ankle deep in mud. So I don't want to carry these bales around the back and take them through the door. And also, I need to practice with the excavator. I'm going to be very gingerly picking up these bales with the excavator, holding them up to the window, and then Brandon will grab them, and I will very gingerly let go of them, and he will pull them through the window.
No issues.
That's the plan.
You better savor it, buddy. They're almost gone. Along with all the cool things that we're finding as the snow melts are some unexpected, unforeseen issues. When we started building back in 2020, we hired out a couple things professionally. We hired out concrete, excavation, and during all of the excavation, there was a lot of just groundwater pooling up under, like in the basement area of the house. So we paid our excavator to put in a French drain system so that all the water in the groundwater under the house would drain out and not seep up into the house. The pipe that he put in, where all the water is supposed to flow out, is right here.
Yeah, so that pipe that's supposed to be bringing water from under our house all the way out here to the street is obviously not transporting any water. There's no water that's come out of it. There's no water coming out of it. I don't know if water has ever come out of it, but right now there should still be quite a bit of groundwater under the house, and it should be coming out of that pipe. I've actually, in the 3 summers or springs that we've had here, never seen any water come out of it. And I think that French drain was like $7,000 for him to put that in, so kind of feels like we got ripped off. You got a big stick, Lika? We're breaking it.
What does she got?
But now that I've done a little bit of diversion, we'll let this stuff dry out for the day. We're gonna send Brandon up into the casita, and we're gonna see how gingerly I can run the excavator and see if I destroy these bales of insulation or if I can just delicately pick them up and put them in the window.
Honestly, I don't care at all if you destroy the insulation. I will care a lot if you destroy the windows.
You don't even like those windows.
But I don't want to buy new ones.
I hope I don't destroy the window either.
Woo!
Oh, it feels much better.
Good.
Convertible.
Convertible. Here we go. What do you think, Lika? I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. It's like that toy, that game at the arcade, the claw. You feel pretty confident, pretty comfortable?
No, I don't feel confident or comfortable. I feel ready to practice.
All right.
That's what this is. This is practice.
This could be either really good or really bad. We are about to find out.
All right, guys. Doing some insulation, melting rather quickly.
Are you gonna be able to catch that? He's gonna drop it? That's scary.
They're gonna find out.
Wow.
We'll just have to balance it on the thumb.
There you go.
Stuck on the teeth.
How's that?
It was alright.
Could be better?
Yeah. And there's a lot of those bales down there.
I know, it's gonna take a long time.
This is practice.
You said summer will be over soon. Would you still like to hang around? When clouds roll in and cover the moon, will we manage to stand the ground? Without you, I'm a non-leaf tree, cold, naked, lost in faith. And what's an island without a sea? For you, I'll hold the weight. But I will sneak a note in your pocket, and I'll leave with your smile in my mind.
Very nice.
I know it looks like I'm just putting this in the same place every time, but I don't know how close I am to anything, so I'm just looking to you to be my eyes.
It definitely looks like you're in the same spot every time.
You're doing really good.
Keep doing what you're doing.
What do you think so far, Brandon? Is this easier than if we were taking them around the back?
Perfect, but I'm not.
Absolutely.
Cool.
I mean, we probably could have carried a 3 bundle, 2 of us,
Mm-hmm.
but that was quite a few bundles. And then walking all the way around through the snow. This is easier.
Good. Okay, cool. He's doing good too.
Yeah, precision.
Precision. I must say, I am impressed. I know Trent has used this machine before, but it's been like a year, and he's picking up bales of insulation, and he's trying not to like rip the bag. So it takes finesse for sure, and he's doing a really good job.
Okay, lift your bucket up. Yeah. No. Only because you were filming.
Nice maneuver.
It was flawless until you came up.
Last one. Wow.
Last one.
Woo!
So that was probably the most ridiculous waste of an expensive machine and fuel that most people have ever seen. But honestly, to me, that is all about practicing with this machine. So the main reason we have this machine is because we're gonna have to dig a really big hole. And that hole is very close to our house. And the last thing I want to do is jump in this machine that I know how to run an excavator, but this machine's a little bit bigger than some of the mini X's that I've ran, and I don't want to accidentally put a hole in the house or a window or anything like that. So we did some practicing today, being very delicate with the bales of insulation with the plastic and putting them up into the window where Brandon could grab them. This was basically just like a little training course, a little practice session for me, and I feel a lot more confident now. I did have the machine on the slowest turtle speed of throttle and was trying to go as slow as possible, so that's about as easy as it's ever going to be. And I didn't hit the house, and I only poked a giant hole in maybe like a quarter of the bales of insulation. So pretty successful day. Now that that's out of the way, we're waiting for the skid steer to get switched out later today. That's probably not going to happen until like 3 or 4, and it's 11:15. So I think we're going to head in the garage. We're going to start painting. We're going to start mudding, and hopefully we can make some good progress today before the skid steer guys show up.
You were pretty good.
That's how delicate I want you to be when you're painting. Especially when you're around the panel.
What was that for,
Especially when
Brandon?
you're around the door. He knows that you're just gonna be like, oh, it's the best I could do, and you're like paint the entire panel.
It's a possibility.
All right, the paint is ready. Shall I pour for you,
Sure.
madam?
Sir? Whoa! In case you've ever wondered about whether you should put in a lift and start doing some work on a car in your garage before your garage is fully built out, my advice to you would be to wait.
Great advice.
Thank you. I learned it myself.
Tell your husband that advice.
Working on it.
I'll never learn.
What a mess.
We're having a little change of roles here. Allie is working hard over here and she's painting, and I'm just hanging out filming, which actually filming is very intense. It takes a lot of brain power. You have to set up different shots. You have to try and set up a story, something that you can actually tell instead of just random clips that you try to piece together later. So I know a lot of times it looks like Allie's not working or Allie's just hanging out with the camera, but honestly, she is usually working just as hard, if not harder than we are. And she's also got her thumb in all different types of things. You know, she's helping take care of Leo, and she's, you know, running our businesses on the side, and she's answering emails and doing all these different things. So a lot of people try to give Allie a hard time because they think Brandon and I do all of the work, but in reality, Brandon and I just do most of the construction. Allie actually does most of the work.
Painting is going great, taping and mudding on the ceiling is going great. Everything is wrapping up quickly, actually, quicker than expected. And we just got a call from our New Holland rep who is coming to exchange our new skid steer. So in the last video, we got a brand new skid steer, and after we got it up to our house, we realized there was a huge hydraulic leak coming out of somewhere. We're not exactly sure where.
So we said it's a brand new machine, that definitely shouldn't be happening. This is probably a lemon, give us a different machine. So they're bringing us a brand new machine, and I've got to put the bucket back on this machine so that when they show up, we can exchange them. And hopefully that should be happening in like the next 5 or 10 minutes.
I got off easy, darling. Got no more time for loving you.
And just like that. Same, but different. Totally exact same machine, but switched out for one that doesn't leak and hasn't had any issues. They said they put it under a couple stress tests. They ran it for a while. They did a huge quality check on it, made sure there weren't any issues.
I don't necessarily think that New Holland is a bad brand, or at least I don't yet, because I've owned 2 within a week. And hopefully this one doesn't have any leaks or any problems, and it can kind of like reinstill my faith in New Holland. The salesman basically told me that there's a total service bulletin, or a TSB, which is like basically something where they like know there's an issue, that there was a bunch of hoses that got made by a manufacturer and some of the ends didn't get crimped properly, and then they got thrown in the machines, and then they're not finding out about it until they're like in operation. So they didn't find out about ours until we drove it halfway up the mountain, but we got a new machine. Hopefully luck is on our side now.
Yeah, the guys have been super accommodating and flexible, helping us get a machine that works And I know Trent now is very excited to start using it. We've had the other machine for like 48 hours and he wasn't able to use it because it was leaking. And now I know we have work to do, we have taping and mudding and painting, but he wants to drive this machine.
Yeah, let's go get that snow out of here.
That's awesome! We should put up a backsplash.
Definitely need something over there.
Some tile, a little rubber mat for your feet,
I don't know about all that.
some scented soaps, maybe a candle.
Camel?
A candle, not a camel. It's looking great. You want a camel?
Yeah, we could do a camel.
You guys, we're not even plumbing. There's no glue, but I can tell you Trent is acting like Nickelback is about to show up in a city near you.
Camels are desert moose.
Camels are a desert moose?
Yeah.
Dropping knowledge, thank you.
They are. They got the same mouth, same head face. Camels just have humps and moose have antlers.
We joked about doing this in the house, but we should actually do it here. Anytime there's like a seam or an imperfection on the wall, we'll just put up a picture of Brandon. And we'll have 100 pictures of Brandon just all over.
I love Brandon in bikinis all over the place.
I don't know if you guys ever feel this way. If there's one room in your house that just becomes like the shove it space where you put everything and it accumulates pretty quickly. And every day you're like, oh, I gotta clean that up. Oh, I gotta clean that up. And you don't. Today is that day. This has become our shove it space. It's always been the shove it space, but I need to like at least minimally organize and like clean out all of the recycling and the trash and just like a couple little things. It's driving me crazy.
It's the junk drawer room of our house.
I cannot get over that you look like you're in a backdrop of a fake movie set.
Really?
It is so gorgeous.
It's not fake, it's real.
Isn't that crazy?
This is where we live.
I love it so much.
It snows 9 months out. Allie's gonna stay in here and do some cleaning. I'm gonna go start prepping the garage. We have Tyrell showing up. He's actually gonna tint the windows in some of the heavy machinery that we have today.
Cool.
So that will be really exciting. Also, we're gonna do our best to finish taping and mudding the ceiling in the garage. We painted like 2 walls yesterday, one fully, one like halfway. Hopefully we'll be able to get more paint, finish taping and mudding, get the windows tinted. We got a lot on our plate today, but it's nice and early, so we got all day.
Today's the day. I feel it. We're very close. And that garage is almost done. It's not perfect, but it's much cleaner than it was. Yesterday, Trent and Leo had a beautiful time playing together in the skid steer, kind of getting familiar with it. Trent cleared all the snow from up on our, I don't know what this is called, the upper section of our driveway, enough that we could park a car up here, which is huge. I'm excited. We have some big plans about landscaping, and we really want to plant some big trees and do a lot more like wildflowers, but we know there's going to be a lot more regrading and retaining walls that need to be put in place, especially with what we've learned after the water runoff and the snow melt from this year. So we're not going to plant any big trees yet because we have so much of that work still to do, but it is cool to start to see the vision, and part of that vision is to have this be another parking spot, but also like another hangout spot. It's going to be really cool when it's done. Well, look who it is!
Changed a lot since I was up here last.
I know.
Yeah, we were talking about that. When you were up here last, we like could just barely drive in the house.
Long time
It's a little
ago.
different now.
Are we tinting that one?
Yeah, this one and that one.
Sick. Murdered out 5% everywhere so nobody can see up in your windows?
No,
No?
I've got to be able to work in it.
Oh.
Good to see you!
You
Thanks for
too.
coming
It's
up
so
here.
good to see you. How you been?
Good.
Where's the little guy?
He's in the house.
Let's go
He'll want to say hi, I'm sure. Thanks for coming up today.
That's what I bought these for.
Well, I'm glad that you like to bite off more than I can chew. That's for sure.
So for those of you guys that don't recognize or remember Tyrell, he owns Envision. They do
Automotive
everything now.
personalized everything, you know.
Automotive personalized. So they do basically everything. They tint, they soup up, they wrap, they do everything with like the coolest cars you've ever seen in your life. And they're also gonna
And now Mini X's.
tint a Mini X.
Have you done a machine like this before?
It's been a long time since I've done any of these tractors.
Oh, that'll be fun.
But challenge accepted. We're gonna do it, aren't we, Anthony?
I think this one will be really easy.
This one will be tricky.
That one just has
That one will be
like,
trickier.
you just have to take those grates off the windows, I
Yeah,
think.
we'll get it though, and you can lift the bucket up. And...
Yeah.
I didn't realize the garage was of this type of size. It's monster.
It's gargantuan. Yeah,
Is there an upstairs or is that just skylight?
no, that's a full apartment.
In case this takes you too long, you have somewhere to sleep.
Yeah. It's like a full mother-in-law suite up there.
And is it finished?
No.
Oh, okay. Did you weld all this together?
Yeah.
So cool. God, you're a man of every talent, aren't you?
I obviously can't tint windows or else you wouldn't be here.
A new place, a new home. For a while, let me feel alive.
Wow, that already looks so clean.
Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride.
All right, we're all gonna get to work in a minute, but first we're gonna give Tyrell a quick tour of the house.
This is amazing.
Thank you.
I can't believe how much you guys have done.
I just watched.
Dang.
Oh, this is our dirty room.
This is called a mud room.
Yeah, don't look at this room.
I like this wall.
Thank
Turned
you.
out good.
Yeah, it did.
So alive.
Leo.
As I reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out to the sky. I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it.
There he is.
Over there? I'm right here.
Oh, can you go pound it?
Yeah.
Good job. Oh, thank you.
Well, we just gave Tyrell a little tour of the house. I think the last time that Tyrell was here, we probably didn't even have windows in the house. It was like, I mean, it still is a construction site, but it was like legitimate construction site with only Terry on the property. So a little cool experience for him to come and see like the finished product as far as the house goes, and then the construction project that we have here that's a garage. But I think these guys are gonna start busting out the tints now, and we're gonna head into the shop and probably start taping and mudding, because hopefully we can get that done today.
We're gonna finish taping and mudding.
We're gonna finish taping and mudding. I just really want this to be easy, and it's just so contrived because of all the stuff that's in the way. But I think we're gonna roll the scaffolding over, and we're gonna be able to finish the corner seam along the back wall, the corner seam along this duct chase, and then we're just gonna kind of shuffle around, hopefully be able to finish mudding all of these seams by the end of the day.
Anthony and Tyrell have been working super
Oh, you were
hard.
just way too nice.
Thank you so much.
Is that a Supreme pizza?
And I think it's a stuffed crust, but it's probably hot, so be careful. Be careful.
Worth it. You instantly just look more manly. Just want you to know that.
Mustache or just driving?
It's the mustache with the machinery. You're just both of them together. Dad vibe hard.
Look at these windows.
Thin it out.
Sick.
So pretty.
That's gonna make it so nice on a sunny day working in there. Keep out about 50% of the heat with this film.
Cool.
This is a full ceramic grade window tint. It's the highest end film that you can get on the market right now.
They have AC, so it's like
Yeah,
you
I
can
mean, you'll
cool
stay
it down,
cool,
but
but you
just
still
the
get
sun
burnt.
is
Yeah.
too much. Yeah.
Gotta protect that ginger skin, you know? These guys are getting busy switching things up, moving on to the skid steer. The excavator looks amazing. I know it will make a huge difference to everyone's skin for us to have a little bit of tint on these windows. But in the meantime, I actually have to hit the road. Okay, well, here we are. It's been a month. My eye is pretty much the same. I don't think I've done a great job of explaining everything that I've been doing in order to fix my eye, and I wanted to kind of clear that all up. I've been to 3 different specialists. Actually, the only people I've gone to are surgical ophthalmologists, which are medical doctors who specialize in eye issues, as well as a nurse practitioner who is like a family practitioner in a completely separate practice. So I've been to 2 separate practices already. I've seen these doctors and nobody has really been able to either diagnose or effectively treat whatever is going on with my eye. So my eyeball is not affected. My eyesight, my eye pressures, not affected. It's the eyelid, the lower lid, and it's I don't know, maybe a little bit less, but it's still like pretty swollen, red, and mostly just in pain. I've been on oral antibiotics, I've been on eye ointment, I've been on eye drops. I never took eye drops previously, so a lot of you have been sending us articles about the recent issues with contaminated or poisonous eye drops. Not something that I've ever come into contact with. A lot of you have mentioned shingles, cellulitis, septal cellulitis, uveitis. There's so many different things you guys have been sending me as suggestions to look up, and I appreciate all of them. Believe me, I have gone down every single rabbit hole to try to figure out what the heck is going on with my eye. I don't want this to be continuing any more than you do. I'm sick of this. I just want this to go away. I am taking this very seriously because I'm in a lot of pain, and nobody wants to be in pain any longer than they have to be. So today I'm at the Morin Eye Institute, another separate practice to see another ophthalmologist. This doctor actually specializes in issues of the eye and eye inflammation, not just like the eyeball and eyesight, but like other issues of inflammation and infection around the eye. So I'm hoping that both with a separate opinion as well as a separate area of expertise, we can start to hone in on what might be going on. I don't think it's viral at this point. It hasn't spread to my other eye. I don't think it's bacterial because the antibiotics didn't do anything. I'm starting to think there's something embedded in my eye, a fiber of insulation, an eyelash, a piece of debris. So I'm going to try really hard to get them to look a little closer inside my eyelid today, and we'll see if we can get some answers. It's been a really frustrating process, and I've been trying really hard to stay positive because I don't think anybody benefits from me kind of dwelling in the negative and being cynical and pessimistic about the outcomes here. But I am just at a point where I would really just like to get this resolved. You know, I've been doing tons of herbal supplements. I've tried it all, I promise. And so far nothing is working. So my instinct is telling me there's something in my eye, and it's deep enough that I can't see it. Trent can't see it. We've all looked. Everybody has looked. Maybe they can find it today. We're about to find out. Already feeling a little bit better, a little bit more relieved. The tech just came in and got me all situated. We did an eye exam, we checked pressures, kind of just like a baseline surface exam, shining light in my eye and making sure that my story matches up with the notes that he took down. Already more thorough and more comprehensive, just because I think I am more educated now on what information I need to give to the providers in order for them to accurately assess and diagnose me. Maybe I just haven't been as clear as I needed to be, so I gave him a very thorough, very chronological rundown of everything that's been going on. And hopefully we can get this figured out today. Like he was just telling me, 3rd time's a charm. We're gonna see what we can do. Oh my gosh, I feel like I have a decent pain tolerance, but there is nothing quite like getting injected into your eye. That hurt so badly. And I felt so bad because she was like, okay, hold still, here we go. And like, you cannot hold still when you feel a needle go into like your eyelid or your eyeball. Like you just have an instinctual reflex. Like you can't, like I could not hold still. Oh, I'm glad that's over. It was interesting. They did a full exam and they were really, really nice. Very comprehensive, and they think it's chalazion, which is basically just an oil duct. Your eyelid is rimmed with oil ducts all over that got clogged. Super simple, if that's the case. And because it hasn't resolved on its own, after almost a month, she injected me with a tiny bit of steroid right into the spot where it's clogged, and she's hoping that that will help resolve it in the next 3 or 4 days, which is a simple explanation. I don't know how right it is, but if that's what it is, then that's great. I just want this to be done so badly. She said to continue with the hot compresses, both like to help with pain relief and also to help with like, you know, swelling and draining and all of that good stuff. And if it's not better in a week, to go back, which is what every doctor has said. So hopefully I don't have to go back to her in another week, and this is the end of this story. We'll find out in the next couple days. But wow, my recommendation would be to avoid getting injections in your eyes. She did look pretty thoroughly. She couldn't find any little like microfibers in my eye or like any bits of insulation or anything. We talked about, I have Raynaud's, could this be an autoimmune issue? Like, nothing like that. I've never had this before, so it's probably not a chronic thing. It's just a random one-time incidence. Maybe it was from the construction, maybe it was from stress, maybe it was from something else. Nobody knows how it developed, but hopefully we have an actual diagnosis, and it just is one of those things that takes some time and is a little bit painful in the meantime. So I'm going to continue my whole regimen of stuff I've been doing on the side, and we'll see if these steroids have any impact over the next couple days. Wait!
What? Did we pass?
We passed!
Yeah! Heck yeah! That's really exciting.
I know!
And we almost got the drywall done. But not quite.
It's been a crazy long day. I am so over it with my eye, guys. I cannot even tell you, but the silver lining, besides Leo being the cutest little guy in the world, is that we just got fully approved for our permits to build an addition on the back of our house. It's the first time we can say it out loud.
Yay! Even though we already bought the machines to do the addition, we hadn't been approved yet. So now the county has approved us to actually build an addition so that we can have room for Leo and...
More? What?
Anyway, we are very excited to be able to finally share this news with you guys, and it kind of means that our building focus is going to shift from the garage to the addition.
Super.
Which is really irresponsible, but we're trying to make Leo a bedroom, so give us a break.
That's for you!
Yeah, we're talking about you, dude. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed coming along on today's adventure, make sure you show us by giving us a big thumbs up on today's video. Consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already.
Thank you, guys. We love you.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Adios.
I don't believe it's it's all about the things that we share. Marry me when the lights go out.